Hello and welcome to Barely Competent Gaming. I'm Jim. And if you've been here before, you might notice I finally got around to putting a countdown on. I just thought that was a weird background noise for a second then, but I guess it's the game, isn't it? It's a burning planet. Interesting to note, if anybody was ever wondering, because I was, because I think I've said before as well, I tend to have the stream on my TV, especially when with Stellaris and the ones where the music can play in the background. It's nice to just have it on in the background. I also like to know it's working. It's the main reason for having it up. But as I'm getting ready and doing stuff, I like having the music on in the background. And I always made a bit of a mess. I was like, oh, okay, I've got the timer there. I could see, right, I've got 7 minutes left. And I thought, oh no, wait, hang on a minute, there's a delay. Let's not make that mistake. Turns out, it's the first opportunity to really accurately test the delay. It only seems to be about 20 seconds, but then that's potentially also while there's just a single screen with a countdown. I think if the connection gets slightly worse or whatever, I think Twitch tries to compensate by adding an extra delay, so I don't know. But I thought that was an interesting note. Anyway, how is everybody today? Right. Let's just load up the game and we can see where we are. I always leave it on the main screen for this. I don't say long to load anyway, but just leave the music there. I think the music's a bit more at the forefront, just for the starting screen. I'm really warm. It's not because it's really warm here. I had the heating on earlier for a little bit. I think I left the heating on for a little bit too long, so I feel really sweaty, which I'm sure you'll love to hear. I've now got this image of, I guess I don't have proper lighting set up yet, but like, if I had proper lighting set up, you might see my forehead glistening. Yeah. Right. Let's move that over here. Let's move that here. Let's make sure I can see the chat. When somebody wants to chat. And here we are. Okay. Well, the last episode, if anybody's been catching up on YouTube, it was actually very much, was quite a good one as far as summary. Right, hang on, let me just let it tick over a day. Or it might need to be a month. Yeah, there we go. For some reason, it's like when you load up the game, it doesn't take into account certain things, which is weird. So I come into the game, it's like, oh my god, why am I suddenly naval capacity? There's been an update that's ruined everything. But no, it just, I don't know, for some reason it takes a moment to tick up. Do let me know the sound balance is alright. As far as I can tell, it's okay. Right, well, it looks like yeah, maybe I should have watched the last episode. I was thinking because we had Akabesh came into the stream right at the last, well, it was supposed to be right at the last minute, but I ended up chatting to him and catching up on the game, like what's happened so far, because he was here early on. We named a destroyer after him when he followed, in fact. But he was kind of amazed at how further we've come with just one planet, so I was kind of doing a brief overview of the major events that have occurred. So it's quite a good one to go back and watch if you're new to the channel and you like to see what's what. Like to get caught up. Right, so we're at war here. These last stream we had a really big tense war against this fallen empire. They didn't like that our faction mates, Federation allies, had colonized Gaia world, one of these Gaia worlds. We managed to beat them. It was really tense, actually. It was really close. There was definitely some good battles in there that yeah, I mean, we won anyway. We managed to piece out. We weren't the leader of that war, so we couldn't really, they're on the other side of the galaxy to us. Like, the humans and the Saventi are in our Federation here, but we're actually connected via a wormhole, which is quite handy, so technically we neighbour. But yeah, this isn't our war, so we can't really mitigate terms. It's like, I wish we just humiliated them last night, and I think that's last time. I think that's all we're going with this time. Yeah, they want to cleanse the holy worlds, and they basically just waited. I mean, I guess you got a 10-year cooling off period, and then it wasn't straight away, but they did declare war again, but with nowhere near as much strength. And we are sending our fleet that way, I think, to Yeah, I think because the humans got control of the Federation fleet, which I spent a good time building up with putting the 2 Titans and stuff in there. It's way bigger than their own fleet. I don't think they even really got much of a fleet of humans. But it looks like they've gone in and taken... Because these stations are like 50k in power. We only took down one of their stations before, but we took down most of their fleet. So if we could take down their stations, they might not be able to rebuild so easily. It looks like we've only got the one. So we have got our fleet over here. The other war is a war we started. It was more like an experimental war. It's like beating up the kid next door who... He keeps shouting at us. Like, they made loads of claims against us, but they were never going to go to war with us. We used to be friends at one point. I don't remember what they're called now. The Bakata? Well, I'm just waiting for this war to end now. We occupied all their systems and all their planets. Well, kind of. They were previously engaged in a war with the Rakudon. Their space had already got previously, you know, I was going to say taken over, but it's a bit scattered because it beat from previous wars. So yeah, the Rakudon had already taken. I think they've gone to war just to get this. They took, yeah, both these planets, and so yeah, they occupy that, and we occupy everything else. So I'm amazed at, like, my assumption with how the war works. I mean, I guess we maybe have to just wait for this to tick up. I mean, either a combination. I think that war occupation gets higher the longer you hold them. They haven't got the capability to take it back because they can't build any ships even. Because I feel like there should be like an automatic win if you occupy everything they have, but, and it possibly is. My only assumption is it's not counting. It's because it's 2 wars, 2 different wars. So I don't know. I feel like if this war ends, and I think they were trying to claim these systems. I can't remember that was true. So if they took those systems, we would then suddenly occupy everything. Then we might be able to. But we're just trying to change their ideology, which I didn't realise their ideology wasn't all that different. But I kind of want to see if we can make them a tributary or something afterwards and get them to join our faction that way. We largely picked on these guys because we were supposed to be pacifists. Well, we still are pacifists. We're just not fanatic about it anymore. And we haven't had much experience with war, so it's quite late in the game, but this is the first war we've had where we've been the leader, or we've had a couple of defensive wars and stuff, and our federation's kind of dragged us in to some wars as well, but this is our first time of being the kind of the lead and actually having the options to set war goals and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. I think we just have to wait for that one. We haven't even got our fleet stationed over here. Have we got right, we are moving you. Yeah. So we got our psionic troopers. We also went down the psionic ascension last time. Well, no, we had started the process off the stream before, but I think it was last time we got the chosen one, and Whispers in the Void. There will be a price to pay. Well, so we got that to look forward to. We did have a notification that said, you know, crime has gone up and everything like that, but we haven't even got like I don't know. I haven't seen any kind of reflection of that. I would have thought that would have at least affected happiness or something. Maybe it's on our other worlds, but maybe that will come in later. I mean, we've got so many other things. I mean, everybody's so happy and controlled effectively that I don't know. Wait, what's going on here? Kadeshi says, oh. That's weird. Which ones? I forget. These two were the they were the Marauders. Basically, the mid-game quest was the Marauders exploded, but then their Khan eventually died, and they split into 2 just normal empires now. And they were quite friendly with us, actually, surprisingly, which I think was a bit odd. Right, they really don't like the Saventi. I was kind of hoping I might be able to get some of these into the Federation, but I think everybody's changed their alignment so much. You're pacifist and egalitarian. Everybody was just militarist at one point. I mean, there are other bits as well, but things change. The other big thing we're doing, I did want to check, I couldn't remember how far we had got. Right, we got a Dyson Sphere frame. I wasn't sure if we'd actually finished building this or not. Yeah, I remember actually saying this at the end. So I think I want to wait and build the next bit, save up our minerals. It seems to have a huge amount of minerals. Oh, our minerals go up and down a fair bit. So we started off with our one Gaia worlds, but we've got a few. Well, we managed to we can terraform planets into Gaia worlds. We may have a look at another one, but we've also got our ring, which we only ever created one section for. Obviously want to get that finished. And it's 1600, but I kind of want to get the Dyson Sphere done first. Just because it's more expensive, let's save up for that, and then they're relatively cheap at 16k to build that. Yeah, I think. Well, we've got a science ship over. Right, I think I've got this science ship here. He's just there in case there's anything to kind of destroy. Anything to research, because we actually got a good amount of tech from them last time. I think we have to do some upgrades, in fact, but I think did we actually do it at the end? I don't think we've upgraded, but so I know we did get around to putting in the extra dark matter reactors. But yes, we can also get the dark matter thrusters, and we've got dark matter deflectors, so at some point we'll have to upgrade the entire fleet with that. In fact, we could do a defensive outpost with that for starters. Oh, I don't know. I should have checked what the difference was. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to be changing. I'm surprised we never got like upgraded versions of these ever, like a 2. I mean, we seem to have done most of the research at this point, but we might not upgrade these all straight away, because I'll see how much it costs, because we've got a lot of outposts and star bases, should I say. Now I have a bit more of an understanding exactly how these work, actually thinking about it with tracking. Yeah, the tracking is obviously going to be better against. I mean, I kind of got this like because the star bases don't really have any defense against shycraft and stuff. I'm not sure which was better. I mean, it's slightly more damage, but the tracking's a lot less. Well, no, it's not a lot less. But the tracking is considerably different, so yeah, I'll just go with a mix. I'm sure it's a good way to mathematically figure out which is better, but they don't seem all that different. So how much is that generally going to cost then? 1,380. Okay. We will hold off on all that because we have like 15 stations. Oh, we have an extra station as well. I think if that happened, our population ticked up just enough. I couldn't quite figure out how much from pops either. I think it literally just happened. Because I know as far as systems go, it's for every 20 systems you own, you get another station. I worked that out fairly early. But we've got 105. Oh, it must be every 50. Must be every 50 pops. I could have sworn when I looked at it at the end of the last episode, we're only at 80 something. Maybe something wasn't calculating right. Okay. Alright, every 50 pops we get another starbase. I'm assuming that makes the most sense. We never build one in safe, which we will want to, because we'll probably want to build one over Lishval as well. Everywhere we've got planets. And we're not going to have many... I'm very much limiting myself to the 8... Well, to the core systems. We're not going to have a sector. Currently, everywhere... We do need to have one here. Or here. That's the only entrance into our system that isn't... I mean, because we're at this point now where we could... Well, we could potentially take these guys on if it came to it. Yeah, I mean, the combination with... Especially if we had our Federation fleet, if we were president at the time, and we had a combination of this. So, up until now, I've been avoiding putting star bases here, because we were limited. But like here is our only entrance into our system, which wasn't... We've generally been friendly with these guys, but we did accidentally get drawn into a war with them at some point. Do I build one here? Do I build one here? I want more star bases, man. We are working through this. We've only got 2 more things to go, and then we can get our last ascension perk. I've been thinking about it over time. It's like there's lots of little ones we can get, because we've already got like all the rings and the things for the... We've got the world shaper, so we could terraform into Gaia planets, and we've got the transcendent stuff. And I'm not sure what the other options are, but seeing as this is the apocalypse thing, I feel like a Colossus might be appropriate. Because I was thinking, I've been talking about before, or being a pacifist, you could do put a shield around somebody, but I believe the spiritualist kind of version is we can brainwash people. And so I think hopefully that will come up today. Don't know how... Yeah, I'm going to... Soon we can avoid war with these guys again. You have defensive pacts with a couple of people. That was a problem. I didn't realise. It's like these guys wanted to go to war with the Kesem, which they're the power in the galaxy, which we might have to at some point. I didn't really... I just said yeah. So yeah, sure, why not? We'll send some troops in. It's not going to have any fight on our border. I forgot to kind of look. It's like, oh, that would be a war with this as well. I think we would have been outnumbered 2-1 anyway. We wouldn't have had a choice. Which I built a starbase here. We already had one here, but yeah, this is still like kind of an open route in. Man, I'm going to be... I feel like these aren't going to be an issue unless... Because it's like... They're isolationists. Dedicate itself to the defense of its borders against any intrusion. Colonizing systems that border them is likely to draw their ire. So that's why we haven't taken these systems. I was tempted, I mean, but we're pacifists. Like, well, maybe we do build up the defenses. Next time we get a thing, maybe we do see about provoking them. But maybe that could be our next star base. Let's actually go here. Oh, hang on. Right, because I think, yeah, either of these would do. I mean, I'm not necessarily that fussed about the resources themselves, but here is sublight speed reduction plus 50, which I think will benefit us if we get this upgraded, because we can have an ion cannon here. Alright, we'll see about starting to upgrade this. We'll just upgrade it to a citadel. It will take a while, and then we'll build it out. We will be careful because we want to keep an eye on this. We are going through edicts as wherever we can. I think we've got all of them at the moment, apart from Mapastars, which has no effect now. We can't do any more. We can only do one hallowed planet, which is annoying. I was actually terraforming a bunch of places into Gaia worlds in the hopes I could just, you know, just colonize the best ones and then... Oh, seems a bit laggy. And then make the other ones hallowed worlds, but you can only make one a hallowed. And then yeah, as soon as it's a lot more expensive now. We did pause briefly to get these, but it's basically because that's the base cost of that is the same it would cost you to get another Unity. But we're just going to get a tradition, sorry. We'll get the last 2 traditions before going through them. There's some really good ones in there, though. Get an extra 33% minerals. Yeah, we'll want that on a regular basis. Right, oh, we can actually improve our ships. Our fleets. Right. I think I decided to wait. Because we'll do some big upgrades.
Construction online.
Right, man, we've got a lot of building up to do. Oh, actually, yeah, cancel that. So we'll do, yeah, we'll upgrade the gene clinic first because it'll increase our population growth. Temple's good, of course, as well. It keeps people spiritualist. More energy. We have had massive energy issues, but it's largely under control. Considering our fleet's out in the field, it's not bad. I mean, hopefully the Dyson Sphere will really put an end, like for good, to our energy issues. How much does this these things costing to upgrade? 102. I mean, I know I'm saving up money, but I'm also want to get my... Wait, so you're fully built? Man, our population growth is through the roof as well, actually, because we're only really expanding at such a late portion of the game. We've got so many techs that improve our growth. Alright, let's we don't want the clone fats. I mean, I think we only really produced it because, I mean, we can access Psi armies. I won't worry about shield generations and shield generators. Fine, we'll that'll keep them busy for a while.
Construction online.
Oh, well, speaking of which, actually, we were just looking at... So yeah, we're getting 3.6 a month for pop. Plus, it does seem like everybody is naturally, like one pop from all my 4 planets are naturally spreading themselves out, which is pretty good. Because it means all the planets can work on population growth. Oh, we got this odd factory, which might end up being something. Who went up? Okay. Yeah, we're effectively a dictatorship now, because we only have elections on death, and our leader is immortal, so that kind of amuses me. I think we got the gate technology last time as well. I think we're going to consider building a gate somewhere, just to see. In fact, yeah, you're still here. I think we decided we were going to build it in Redor. Not yeah, because we've already got like a fully upgraded station here. Because I don't know how the gates work. I'm assuming that you then get access to all other gates on the map, which means that there's more areas we can get attacked from. So somewhere where there's a fully upgraded station is probably a good idea. Although,
engaging hostile station.
Let's go and have a watch of this battle. The get to see our fleet in action. I'm quite happy with our fleet at the moment. Like, we've got a nice mix of... I'd like to slow it down in the cool battles. Well, we say cool battles, it's not going to be that cool. But I'd like to see what my fleet's actually doing. We've got the Big Daddy Titan. We lost our first 2 Titans, but it was largely... I think we were just running around with battleships. And I think I underestimated the need for escorts, basically. Oh, I just like the sound, actually. These have got the kinetic artillery, just like... I mean, I do tend to find that the battles kind of go too quickly on normal speed, but I really appreciate there's so much detail going on. And you can see, like, oh, well, there's a perdition beam. You can hear the artillery going. What type of ship's that one? Can we pause it? Yeah. Because I know we've got... Okay, these guys... They're basically destroyers, but with large weapons, I think. Oh, did not want to do that. Oh, I'm... Control F9, isn't it? I want to say it's the P-Dog class. I can't quite remember. But like this idea of like they basically just have this one big weapon, but they're really small as well, so the battleships will have a hard time against them. I don't know why you actually getting that close. You know, you got such big. I mean, I guess you're. I mean, you do all just carry on moving forward. I mean, we do generally lose some corvettes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a corvette going. We lost a cruiser, but it's not. Then I'd rather that than something more valuable. If I'm not mistaken, I think we did add a few battleships to the fleet at the end of last session. I mean, like, I don't think we've built them, but they're ready to be added. Oh, it did have a look, actually, by the way. The, oh, I guess about... Oh, we did get battle stats. I tried looking up why we weren't getting battle stats so much, because they seemed really balked last time. I mean, we tended to get them against star bases, but not against full fleets. Because we really wanted to look at our efficiency on stuff to find out what wasn't. Medium Gauss cannon, or Gauss cannons. Which ones are the Gauss cannons? I think, because we did some massive rework in trying to figure out, I think I was being a bit too blasé. I want to say that's these, isn't it? No, the disruptors. What's a Gauss? Medium Gauss cannon. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, interesting. Right, okay. Because one of the things I did want to look at, what about the disruptors? 100%. I guess because they don't get any, they just ignore shields and stuff. Oh, damage to hull, 21% efficient. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I like this breakdown. I wish we had it against one of the big details. Right, so small Gauss so the Gauss cannons were less efficient, but I think our fleet is actually designed for fighting against. I think we went more shield heavy because their ships generally had more shields. Right, it actually tells you. I guess that's how much damage done. Yeah, I think that was the thing. Actually, we built our fleet with this. We haven't had a need to really redesign our fleet since fighting these guys, so their ships seem to be a lot more shield heavy. It was only when we actually engaged the combat, it's like, oh, but their stations are actually more armor heavy, so we kind of overlooked that a bit. But it's fine, we didn't really lose that much. It's interesting again. We haven't really had a good chance to look at that. Evasion 1%. Was that there? So even like our corvettes only evaded, and I think the swarm ones, the big heavy boss swarm, they're the ones who their default is 90%. So I did hear when I was trying to learn about this kind of stuff that you get towards a later game and tracking becomes much more readily available with upgrades and stuff. So they're going to take it down to a 25%. So you can see like evasion just becomes like a 15% missed. Yeah. Evaded by the enemy, 2%. I don't know. Alright. I'm glad I got that. I hope that's an indication of maybe it was balked for some reason and now it's going to be fine. But we did used to get them with our stations, didn't we? Oh, there is... some kind of station there. Right, we'll go and see about taking that. Oh, they've got a station here as well. Oh, hang on, am I getting the... yeah. We're just going to see about taking these places. I don't think... there was nothing to research, which is unfortunate. Right, we've got our transport fleet here. Because I think... because they took over one of these planets, but I don't think our allies had any ships nearby to take it back. Man, we really should upgrade this, but I want to save the money. I mean, our fleet's still... what is our fleet at? 44k. Right. Have you... are you guys bombarding your own planet to death? I guess you maybe are. There's no one defending. Oop. We'll go take it back for you.
Incoming transmission. No, let me... I don't like offering... I always find that... I don't know, I'll try to do my own trade. Are we trading research with you at the moment? I think we are. Let's just wait and try and get all the stuff together. Oh, wow. You're not actually offering me... you're not offering me any minerals if I do that. Hang on, sorry, how much energy was that? I wonder if it's because they've earmarked a certain amount of minerals. Well, we don't need tons of energy at the moment, right? 4,000 energy, yeah, I guess so. Let's go with that. That's an extra 3 months worth of... it's just the minerals we kind of want so we can get to thingy. I wish it saved the combat stats. I would love that if there was a way I could go back and, you know, when I get to a point when I'm redesigning my fleet, you know, I like to do it in big lumps, do it in one big go. And it'd be nice if I could learn, okay, let's see how this fleet fared in our most recent battles. And
Commencing planetary invasion.
oh, that was quick. Invasion over. Woohoo! Tower General gone up. Brilliant. Oh, I think we got a couple of unnamed people, but so if we get new followers today, they can actually be named straight away. Right, we're fighting over here. We'll see about capturing some of these planets. That occupation isn't going up. I don't know, I thought it might go up over time slightly. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe we did actually take a separate thing. No, something blew up doing that. Oh, you do maintain a distance at some point. You've got longer range weapons than these battleships or artillery ones. I don't know why. You don't stay back. Oh, haha, I guess that was a battleship leave. Oh, is that battleship gone? Might have been. I mean, we didn't take any time to even repair, did we? Might have been a bit foolhardy of me. In fact, 100% it was foolhardy of me. Just kind of want this. Well, it's kind of annoying. This war is annoying because I know it's going to happen again. It'll just take time. They'll be like, they'll rebuild a bit, and then it'll be like, oh, you've settled these Gaia worlds. We don't like that. And it's like, well, come on. Man, we lost 2 battleships. Okay, well, but I think that is. Oh no, they've built that up quite a bit. We'll wait here. $16,000 to reinforce the fleet now. Okay, that was a silly idea. Give it a moment and we'll be able to repair here, I think. Don't know how long it takes. Yeah, we'll just wait here. I go start bombarding that planet, and then we'll. Can we jump you? Yeah, let's jump you over here. Oh, droning optimizations. Oh.
Incoming transmission.
Sorry, droning optimization. I'm getting confused. Yeah, droning optimization is the minerals one. The capacity overload is the one our economy kind of crashes as soon as we don't have it. But we'll get that one back. Oh, Zro. Did I have more than? Oh, I must have got an extra Zro from somewhere. Does that just grow? Does the Zro grow? I'm sure we only had 2, but maybe we had 2 we were trading. I don't want the energy credits. I mean, that's a really good resource though, isn't it? FTL speed, sensor range +1. If we're not trading it to our allies, we really should. Oh, actually, let's have a look. Who's we trading the other one to? Must be a way. Oh, trading some to the humans, so yeah. So we've got 2 people in our federation. We might as well see if they can both have it. Oh man. I guess we've already got a research agreement with you. How about a monthly transfer? I mean, like the monthly transfer, you just get such a low return. I mean, like 4 minerals. It's kind of, I mean, like over 30 years, sure, but even then, that's like, what is it, 4? That's like 20. No, hang on, 48 a year, and what? 4,800. I suppose that's 1,500. Over the lifetime of the agreement, but I feel like I would barely noticed. Maybe I'll wait. They might be more inclined. The problem is people use their minerals. That's, I think, one of the problems. They don't ever save them up. They don't necessarily have them stockpiled. It's much easier to stockpile the energy. I mean, energy, you have to worry a lot more about your month-to-month balance, like whether it's plus or minus, I find, or at least I have in this game. So I'm guessing the AI is a similar kind of thing. Let's decline that then. Oh, there was a planet here. Oh, let's I don't need to keep pausing. My instinct is every time I go to do something, we should pause it. Yeah, just land your armies as soon as you get there.
Man, that's a lot to reinforce. Probably going to want to upgrade and stuff. I'm assuming, we never actually engaged the fleet, but I'm assuming one of our allies did. And they all seem to have fleets that are bigger than... Yeah, I mean, just look at this. I mean, that's our Federation fleet, or one of them at least. I don't know if we have... we do have some smaller ones.
Planetary invasion.
I like the idea of psionic infantry. I just kind of imagine them a bit like the
Construction online.
the Asari commandos type things. It's like they're just as badass as anybody else shooting and stuff, as the elite forces of anybody else. Oh, they've got a Psi. Ooh, Warlock Company. But they also have psychic powers too. Oh! Okay, we'll see about... So that's cool, the Savanti and stuff. We will see about doing both, you know, them and the foe throw. As well.
Planet conquered.
Planet conquered. Awesome. Right, let's get... I was leaving these ones because I hadn't decided what I was going to do. I'm pretty sure I would have come across them by now. There's no... I know you get some buildings that do multiple resources, but nothing that's like energy and minerals or energy and food. So you kind of have to pick one or the other, don't you? Right, General's gone up again. Nice. Right, I'm guessing you guys are... Yeah, you're... Okay, let's get my transport fleet. I guess we lost an army. We'll have to rebuild some at some point. Or did we leave one behind? I can't remember if that's a thing we do. Because I think the... Yeah, maybe we left one. No, I think when we take it over, we will slowly build up. Which is a fair... something I was thinking about the other couple of days. It's not so easy to see which ones actually have planets. Oh, we don't actually control that one. Call a bunch of slave armies and stuff. Just want to make sure they're not going to rebel. Did we get this one? We did. Unrest. Representatives, discontent, political instability, unhappy pop slaves, blah blah blah. High unrest can have direct and negative consequences. I mean... there's not much I can do. What's the 22%? That's 22% in our favour. Relative exhaustion. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this isn't changing as much as I would hope it would. I guess the war exhaustion is going up over time, but so is theirs, obviously. Right, I guess our attrition goes up. This is just the static passively accumulated during this war. Yeah, because we didn't have a chance to have more battles, I guess. I feel like there should be... I feel like there probably is an extra modifier for occupying everything, but I think it's... That's my hope anyway, there should be. I think it's kind of balked because of this, because there's another war going on where... So we don't occupy everything, even though all their places are occupied. Our fleet's only at 34k now. Can you... Oh, are you fully repaired?
Incoming transmission.
I tell you now, I'm not going to want to migrate. I mean, we need to reinforce this fleet, don't we? I don't want to spend the money.
Commencing planetary invasion. New technology discovered.
I go that way. Ooh, a new tech. Cruiser build speed and cost, okay. Avoiding the stuff that... yeah, let's go for that one. It should be fairly quick. Yeah, avoiding everything that's repeatable. As far as last time we didn't actually have a choice, it was all just the repeatable stuff. Our level cap +2. Man, it's so horrible saving up to 40k. I mean, it's like, if we didn't spend any money, but it's so difficult to not spend money, especially when we're at war. No. Okay. How many minerals? What's research you get? Yeah, society research we've been lagging behind for a long time. But a lot of the stuff, because we only had the one planet, it never seemed like increasing habitability and stuff. It's none of it seemed any point. Yeah, they just don't have enough minerals, do they? I think that's one of the problems. I want to wait a little bit, and we will... Hopefully when this war's over, they won't be spending so many... I don't know, you're always spending your minerals, right? It's only because I'm saving my minerals up, I've got a ton. Oh, we're actually fighting. Here, I was thinking, where's my transport fleet? Oh, it's actually invading somewhere.
Planetary invasion successful.
So they have got a planet over here as well, right? Was this not their capital? No. This is their capital, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, they've got 2 planets there. Okay. Let's get my transport fleet in orbit. I'll get my fleet here to go into that one. Oh! Hang on. Victory! Annoyingly, we don't get any benefit from this. Reducing empire influence gain, pop happiness for 10 years. Yeah, I feel like there should be some benefit for your allies. Yeah, I don't know. Right. You go home. And where do you... Can I tell you to return? Where do you return to? Oh, you just go to the nearest station. You need to be able to... I would like it if they added in... a home world for... what's it called? It's like a home base for your transport fleets. It's a nice little feature. I love the changes they've made to the fleet manager stuff. Makes everything a lot more just simpler. There's so many things I like about it, but they've really have half-assed it in some ways. The fact that it doesn't help you at all with Federation fleets, they completely forgot to implement it with Federation fleets. And just simple things like the same thing transport fleet isn't included. I mean home base. I don't know. The Federation fleet's a bigger sin though, which is really annoying. It's just like, I'm not even, when I have the Federation fleet, I'm not even bothering to make any rule. I'm just building ships and adding them to it. I'm not even, can't be asked to micromanage it. Speaking of which, let's have a look at my fleet manager. Okay, so we have actually, I think we did that last time. I don't want to spend the money. We really do need to spend the money to upgrade all our ships.
Oh, our command limit is greater than... Okay. My command limit is greater than my naval capacity, so I think I obviously rejig my fleet with that in mind. But I know we are kind of working on our overall naval capacity is going up just as we're finally getting around to expanding, because our population increases it. Yeah, we're getting a reasonable amount from star bases. Oh, let's see about getting this upgraded. Plus, of course, we're saving up money. We're not like we need a mass fleet at the moment. If there's a sudden crisis, then we can build our ships. It doesn't necessarily take that long because our station here can build 6 ships at a time, plus a Titan. Right, Kadeshi successors. Let's see. Let's see if you'll give me any minerals. Well, we'll take what minerals we can from you and get the rest in energy credits, I guess. Hang on a minute. Man, we can only get, I don't know, an extra 2 minerals. Probably it will work out as more. I mean, just for a research agreement, right? I'm starting to think it's like, I know I was just said like 10 minutes ago that that little bit doesn't seem to make much difference, but I'm now thinking like, well, no, maybe it doesn't, but 2 here, 2 from these guys, 2 from the other people, it's soon going to add up, isn't it? Maybe. Soon might be the odd thing. So with that in mind, let's see if we can. Oh, did I just trade away my Zro? Oh, we don't have free Zo. Oh, that's weird. I reckon we must have got some Zro. That's Zro, isn't it? Ah, that's where we got the... Ah, okay. Yeah, I never put it... I honestly thought that while we were occupying an area, we wouldn't be able to just simply trade away the resources. Because I totally should have just traded that away, got what minerals I could. I don't know whether the other people would have had it for the whole time, but I might as well got what I could out of it. Ah, well, okay. Lesson learned for next time. Speaking of which, actually, well, I'm trading away everything I can at the moment. I was thinking, it's like, do we have any resources from these guys then? Satramine gas. Right, I don't have access to that one. Hang on, let's see if I can figure that out. What the... It's above a planet which has no mining station. And we can't build a mining station because it's not within our borders. Right, I guess it must have been blown up where ages ago, because the Mordors used to just go and blow stuff up rather than taking it over. Well, oh god, our minerals are doing, our energy's doing well now. So I feel comfortable with just focusing on minerals here. We've got a lot of food, yeah, I know more food's good as well, because it also allows, we can trade it away in a pinch. Plus also it adds loads to our growth. Yeah, that's only inactive because somebody's just migrated away. Right, where are you? Oh, it was disappointing. Didn't get any kind of science from any of that. Going over assist research there. Could remember who was assisting research where. What is my leader situation like? Well, we can get another 5 leaders. Now, at the moment we have 3 scientists, right? And we've got 5 planets. I think we should get 2 more scientists, build 2 more ships. Oh, excuse me. Who hasn't got... Right, so you're assisting research there. 2 Ban Secundus. Build a science ship. Lishvar. Yeah, you don't have a scientist, so let's... I mean, I don't think you're building much science at the moment. But we may as well, because it gives them a chance to level up. There's no maintenance costs on our leaders. So the one-time cost only costs energy, and we've got an abundance of energy now at the moment. We're going to need another admiral at some point, because you could die at any moment. Scotty's a level 9. Brilliant. What's that? Foreign Empire has claimed... Right, Eurox has audaciously claimed the Suwaka. They already have claims on some of my neighbouring provinces. Yeah, I can only see so much. Because we've got, on all our borders here, we have fully upgraded stations. Well, when I say fully upgraded... I could just see what's going to happen. It's like these guys will declare war. It's like, well, we best upgrade all our star bases then. Or at least on the borders and stuff, and upgrade our fleets and things like that. But it's like, oh, no, we want the minerals. Yeah, once we get that going, because it takes a while, doesn't it? The license for... Yeah, so we'll... This frame must have been an absolute marvel, right? I mean, like the amount of work, if we just left it like this, it's like, no, we're not actually getting anything from yet. Shroud accessible. I'm sure. I'm still operating on the thing as like, what's the worst that could happen? Reach into the shroud. It all looks so different on this side. Oh, it costs energy. Cool. We cannot be certain this is really happening. Are we truly in the shroud, or is one of us experiencing an acute psychotic breakdown? I mean, we've been here a couple of times, so you know. If successful, the energies of the shroud will be channeled into a powerful boon that has a positive effect on our entire empire. Slowly at first, and faster, our grasp on the shroud begins to slip. Our telepaths cry out in anguish as they lose their foothold. We are ejected back to the normal realm. Okay. Orion. I was interested to know, because that's the first time we've had a failure.
Online.
And we just lost the money, I guess. Oh, hang on. Of course, yeah, sorry, I was wondering what... Yeah, these, you've just built your science ships. Okay. So, let's recruit a couple of scientists. I don't think there's anything that helps you with... Okay, let's get a leader lifespan. You're also pretty young. Where are you? You're in... Is it this you? Yes. Okay. It says research. And... this one... What's that? Yeah, sure, we'll get you. Because again, we might end up swapping some of these over when our actual people doing research die. So I think if we're... Because I don't think there's any real skills for improving assistant research. Cool, so all our planets are assistant research now. That's cool. Are they all... I know we were kind of going for it. Consecrate worlds. Have we actually made sure every world is consecrated? Cool. I mean, it takes 130, it lasts for 130 years, so worth getting that first. And let's have a look at let's get our droning optimizations going. Oh, I should have really looked at the capacity overload, although 24, 7, okay, we've got 5 years. I'm not so worried, we've got such a big boost now. I am going to look. Yeah, I'll minimise the civilian ships. They're not really doing... I don't need them out all the time anymore. It's been like that for a long time, to be fair.